listen and watch tab, and you'll be set on go. You'll be watching the game with us here tonight. David?
First home game for Cherryville Post 100 as well, Milton. You mentioned our first broadcast. Also, Cherryville's first home game, all dressed in red tonight.
Cherryville 0-1 and Gaffney 1-3. First pitch is a ball, and we're underway as Ryan Frock is the batter up for Gaffney. Gaffney Post 109, and is there music playing or something?
Yeah, he's asking about that.
There's something on the speakers there, and the umpire is giving us a moment to correct that. I think the music was still playing or something there. Ball 1 ball and no strikes. The count on Frock. Palencia, the on-deck batter. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls and no strikes, the count.
Alec Johnson, Milton, you mentioned earlier during the lineups out of West Lincoln, right-hander, just finishing his sophomore year.
And there's a strike, and it's 2-1 on Frock. Gaffney dressed in navy blue shirts, white pants. Cherryville in their red shirts and white pants for this home game.
Can tell them apart pretty well tonight.
And it's high, ball 3 to Frock, the shortstop. Top of the order, Frock, a right-handed batter for those of you not watching on ktcbroadcasting.com. And right-handed pitcher Johnson, there's strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes now on Frock.
Painted that outside corner. Frock wanted the base on balls. He'd already took a step toward first base, but called back there by Kevin Bumgarner, the home plate umpire tonight.
Yes, he is. And Clifton Bennett on bases.
On the bases, yep.
3-2 pitch, slow curveball
Just
outside. Yep, and it's a walk, and that'll be leadoff batter on here for Gaffney in the top of the first inning from Fraley Field. Got the new scoreboard out there behind right field. And didn't do anything about that sun, though. The sun's still shining in the eyes of the right fielder and second baseman, first baseman at this time of the day. We didn't get that sun
No new
issue.
sun and didn't move it either. Didn't adjust it any at all.
Could have built up a big wall. All right, batter up's a left-hander, Dylan Palencia. And the first pitch popped foul. And that foul ball is brought to you by John Brown Allstate Insurance. Over to the parking lot area.
As usual here, Milton, that over in the parking lot between a lot of cars, but hardly ever does a ball connect with an automobile. Thank goodness.
Yeah, indeed. Throw to first, and a runner, Frock, is safe. Palencia, the center fielder. Left-hander on deck is Sereno. Runner going. Throw down from Jackson. He is out of there. Frock thrown out. Jackson to
Braun
the
back
shortstop.
There behind the plate, Milton.
Yeah,
Braun, a good throw.
Good throw. Oh, not Jackson?
Excuse me, I'm sorry, Jackson.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
And
Braun
that
was
was
a catcher a couple nights ago. You're right.
Shortstop.
Speaking of young, Jackson also a sophomore.
And
threw a strike down to second. That's big.
Had a great season at Cherryville High School.
Yes, he did.
And that's Brett Huff at shortstop tonight. And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Palencia. Jackson sets up outside, and the pitch is grounded to second, up and over. Second baseman Dellinger over to first baseman High. That's Cody Dellinger to Cameron High.
Cody Dellinger and Cameron High, both solid performers this year on the West Lincoln team, Milton, that went into the 4th round of the 2A playoffs. And Cameron High, when he was not pitching, was right there at first base. And Dellinger was solid for the Rebels at second all year.
So a 4-3 ground out, 2 away now. And the batter is Sereno, Josh Sereno, the catcher for Gaffney. And the 0-1 pitch from Johnson, swung on and missed. 0-2.
Johnson, a quick worker, especially when no runners aboard. Has a lot of Legion and high school pitchers are much quicker with no runners on.
And there's a sharply hit ball diving forward at first base is High. He can't come up with it. It's down the line in the corner. Extra bases for Sereno as he'll go into second with 2 out here in the top of the first.
Yeah, just a good piece of hitting by Sereno. Took that pitch, outside pitch, and drove it the opposite way, and Cameron High just didn't have a chance.
No, gave it a good effort. He went lateral for it toward the first base line there, and
about a foot inside that white line.
Yep, and so it's a hard hit double there for Sereno. Brings up designated hitter Chris Warden. Warden, a right-handed batter. And the pitch is high. Ball one. Warden hits for the Gaffney pitcher, number 18, Tyler Parker. And as you'll recall, the rules in Legion baseball different than high school.
Mm-hmm.
If you DH, and you don't have to, but if you DH, it has to be for your pitcher. Can't be for another position player.
Right.
And swing and a miss, you don't get the luxury of courtesy runners and pinch runners and that sort of thing. If you go in to run, you're in the game and the other guy's out.
Yep, it's like American League baseball rules there, including the DH.
Yep, one and one to count on Warden. Johnson looking to second. Now the pitch, curveball, grounded, shortstop diving for it. Huff deflects it off his glove into shallow center field. Run will score, and it's an RBI single for Warden.
Yeah, actually deflecting that ball by Huff. I mean, he's got to try to do what he can, but deflecting it might have gave Gaffney a run there.
Yeah, it might have cost him.
Yeah, if it gets through cleanly to the center fielder might have a shot at the plate on Sereno, but we'll never know.
Never know. It's a RBI single, and Gaffney with a run here in the top of the first inning with the left-handed batter Matthew Overton. And the pitch from Johnson is outside. Ball one to Overton.
Yeah, Milton, the double and the RBI single both coming after 2 outs and nobody on here.
Mm-hmm. Cherryville did just getting that runner Frock, who walked to lead off the inning. He was thrown out trying to steal. And had he been on base, it would possibly be 2-0 at this point. And the count is 2-0 on Overton. Overton is the right fielder, left-handed batter for Post 109, Gaffney. And the pitch, there's a slicing ball down the left field line, going to drop in, base hit for Overton down in left field.
Third straight hit now for this Gaffney team after 2 outs, nobody on, continuing the inning.
So a runner at first and second. Overton, the lefty, going opposite field for that hit. And that'll bring up Jimmy Yelton, a right-handed batter, second baseman for Gaffney. Runners first and second, 2 down. 1 run in here for Gaffney, top of the first inning.
Johnson trying to get out of this, Milton, without any more damage.
Alec Johnson out of West Lincoln High School, young right-hander out there on the mound. And the pitch to Yelton is a strike called.
I saw you look up that scoreboard a while ago. How long will it take you to remember now that the balls and strikes are to the far left instead of?
I know. I keep wanting to read it wrong there. So it's 0-1 on Yelton. And the pitch, that one got away from him, and it goes high, ball one, 1-1 strike.
Ducks under it. Juniors playing today, Milton, up at East Burke. East Burke's Junior Legion team and Cherryville Junior Legion tie in the first game. They go 5 innings and tie 3-3. They tie, they win and stop it so they can start game 2.
Oh, okay. And you rarely hear of a tie in baseball. There's a base hit up the middle for Yelton, and everybody will hold up at first, second, and third. But another hit for Yelton got to be concerning now.
Yes, it is. 4 straight hits.
Post 100 and Coach Reynolds and the staff there. Run in, bases loaded, 2 out. Still for another left-hander here, A.J. Greer.
Milton got to give Josh Beam some credit out there, though, in center field. He got that ball back in quick enough that the runner really didn't even think about going home.
Nope, you're absolutely right. So Warden at third, Overton at second, Yelton at first for Gaffney, and Greer the batter here. Greer the 7th man in the order. And a curveball catches the outside corner. And it's strike 1 on Greer. And Johnson, Coach Reynolds sprints to the mound here.
I was going to say he's in desperate need of a third out here.
Yep.
Johnson.
So Coach Reynolds wants the infielders to come meet with him on the mound right there. So we'll keep it right here, and we'll thank some of our sponsors on the broadcast tonight. Stamey Cherryville Funeral Home, Carolina Care Center, PSNC Energy, First Baptist Church Creek Coffee House, Ferguson Ace Hardware, Carpenter's Funeral Home, Rolling Black Heating and Air, Sandy Cunningham Insurance, Medical Center Pharmacy, R&M Motors, Bennett Insurance, Exhilaration Station, Hauser Drug Store, Cherryville Federal Savings Bank, Cherryville Self Storage, Wise Electric, John Brown Allstate Financial, Services, and we've got Heath Jackson Plumbing, the Car Store, Carolina Federal Credit Union, College Building Supplies, Peak Resources, Cherryville Printables, West End Housing, Phil Starter and Alternator, Carolina Heating and Cooling, Fastway Oil Change, and B&B Buildings of Cherryville.
Thanks to all those sponsors for helping carry American Legion baseball.
Absolutely. Meeting on the mound is over. Ready to go here. Bases loaded, 2 out. Alec Johnson trying to pitch out of trouble here. And first pitch to, not first pitch, but second pitch to Greer is a ball, 1 strike. Greer, the left-handed hitter with bases loaded here. 2 down. Throw to first, and they throw it away.
Oh,
They had him picked off. Errant throw will allow 1 run to score. They're sending in another run. Throw coming home, and he is safe, and it's 3 runs in for Gaffney. And a runner at first goes to second.
Yeah, that's a tough break there. Big throwing error. They had him picked off dead to rights there.
Sure did.
Over at first base, Yelton, but boy, once it gets away, it just opens up the gates and the merry-go-round starts.
Scoring was Warden from third. Overton came around from second to score. And going from first to second is Yelton. So 3 runs in now with 2 out, and the count a ball and a strike on Greer. And that curveball is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike on A.J. Greer, the first baseman, left-handed batter for Gaffney.
Yeah, Danny brought up a good point. I heard him, Milton. It could have been the sun that played a factor in that missed throw there, because it really looked like the throw was toward the bag.
Yeah, it was a little low. It was a little bit in the dirt, probably hard for High to dig out, because, like I say, the sun is a problem.
Yes, it is.
This time of year, this time of day.
We've seen it figure into games many times over there.
Oh, yeah. A few years back, big Legion playoff game here, and it was a disaster in the 7th, I believe, was what we called it, because of the sun and the first baseman. 3-1 pitch, strike called.
Well, Johnson's okay. He just needs to settle down, get out of this. Cherryville will come in, maybe get some hits of their own. He can settle down and continue pitching, hopefully.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. And a man at second. Here's the pitch. And it's a little looper to short in the hole. Going to have to hurry, Huff. No throw.
No use
no
throwing
play.
That one, Milton.
No way to get him.
Good job by holding it, because if you throw it away, you're just going to allow another run right there. So.
And a base hit runner. Yelton goes to third. From second to third, Greer safe at first on the infield single. And with 2 out, runners on the corners, brings up Will Byers, the left fielder, right-handed batter for Gaffney. He is the 8th man in the order and 8th man in the inning.
Milton, I know that a lot of folks in Cherryville keep up with the high school playoffs still. South Stanley's been a strong team traditionally over the last 10 years or so in 1A. Go ahead.
Runner from first going to second, and they're trying to run that play, and Cherryville not falling for it, and finally Johnson does throw down to second, but
gives
the
him
runner
a stolen base. Just didn't throw it, Milton, not wanting that run to come home.
That's exactly right. Playing into the Cherryville Post 100 playbook there a little bit.
But South Stanley did win their game today. Their game won 3-0 in the state championship series.
And here's a base hit to right field. A run will score. They're sending, they're going to hold that runner at third, but a base hit and an RBI for Byers, and that is 6 consecutive hits now.
They're really pounding the baseball right now. And, you know, whenever Danny told me Gaffney's record, I was surprised to hear it, Milton, that they were just off to a 1-3 start. So you got to figure they always got a good hitting team down there.
With 2 out, it's number 9 batter, Parker Babcock. And he takes a strike. Babcock's a right-handed batter. So 4 runs across here in the top of the first at Fraley Field. It's Gaffney, 6 consecutive hits now.
Mm-hmm. All this is 2 outs and nobody on.
And the curveball in there for a strike. 0-2. Well, you had the runner almost picked off at first a while ago, and the ball got away over there, allowing 2 runs to score on the air.
That would have ended at a 1-run inning, you know.
Yep, but then earlier in the inning, you had the runner trying to steal second, picked off by Hunter Jackson. Jackson setting up way outside here, and runner going to second And he is going to be, now they've got watching that runner at third here. He's coming home. Throw to Jackson.
Got him in a rundown
Yep,
now.
Jackson, they got the runner at third in a rundown. He's coming home, and they'll tag him out, and
Finally.
that'll do it. Wow. All right, figure that one out, David.
Well, we'll go 2 to 4, back to 2, and then we'll say to 5.
Yeah.
And I want to say to 2 for the tag at the plate.
The pitcher tagged him out.
Covering, okay.
Okay.
2, 4, 2, 5, 1.
2, 4, 2, 5, 1.
And if that's not it, that's pretty close.
That's real darn close. All right, so Babcock will be the batter for Gaffney in the second inning as he's left standing at the plate. They get to Greer in the rundown from between third and home. And after the top of the first inning, it's 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 Cherryville error, 1 runner left on base for Gaffney. Half inning in the book, 4-0, or Gaffney 4, Cherryville coming to bat, I should say. That's the way you do it in baseball. And we'll be right back, folks. You're listening to American Legion Baseball live right here.
Super Tuesday is back at Medical Center Pharmacy on East Academy Street in Cherryville. Cheeseburgers for just 99 cents. And it's time to get your flu shots. And don't forget about the new Kids Vitamin-Free program. Pick up a free bottle of Children's Chewable Multivitamins every 30 days. Parent must come in and sign up each child for their 30-day supply. At Medical Center Pharmacy, 607 East Academy Street in Cherryville. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it's Mitchum's Kitchen in Vail. Now open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sunday. Try their all-you-can-eat pancake special. All you can eat for only $3.99 every day. And don't forget about the big Sunday lunch specials. Every day is a great day to eat at Mitchum's Kitchen in Vail. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Call 704-276-1155 for all of your catering needs, too. Golf carts are the specialty at R&M Motors in Cherryville. No matter where you live, it's well worth the drive to R&M Motors in Cherryville for your custom-made golf carts. Prices start at only $18.50, and all carts come with a 30-day warranty. Come see the selection today. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturdays 8:30 till 2. And be sure to check out R&M Pawn and Trade and R&M Motor Tire and Automotive Care, all located on the Dallas-Cherryville Highway, 1 mile outside of Cherryville. Call 704-445-0103.
Already in a hole, David Keever down by 4 runs as they come to bat in the bottom of the first. Let's hope Cherryville can have just as good a success here as they did.
Most famous words, Milton, in baseball, it's early.
It's early. And, that's very true. That is very true about a baseball game. And there's a base hit by Cody Dellinger on the first pitch.
How about that?
From Tyler Parker.
Good job by a leadoff hitter there. Left-handed hitter Cody Dellinger hitting it right between the hole between first and second for
sure did.
Base hit.
Jumped all over that first pitch, and that'll bring up lefty Josh Beam. Beam out of Burns, the center fielder, steps in. So Cherryville in the bottom of the first, leadoff runner on the base hit. And the pitch from Parker, who is a tall fella out there.
Yes, he is.
Pretty tall, slender fella. It's strike 1 to Beam.
Tyler Parker, a tall, lanky right-hander.
And the pitch. There's another strike.
Yeah, he's got good movement on his breaking ball. That's for sure. You can see that early here.
So Beam down in the count 0-2. The man at first, nobody out for Cherryville. Bottom of the first inning. And the pitch, ground ball first base, foul. Still 0-2.
Don't know exactly the height of the sun over the trees there. I'd love to see it, but you can just tell the first baseman and the base runner both over there at first really struggling to see what's going on. That first baseman's probably hoping there isn't not a throw over.
Might be a good time for Cherryville to try to draw a throw over there to first. Might maybe doing a little cat and mouse with the runner there and see if they can get the sun to affect Gaffney like it might have affected Cherryville in the top of the first.
I know of one division game going on tonight. I can see it right here, Burke County at Hickory in the American Legion in the West Division. And there's a couple new teams in the West this year.
And the pitch is low. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Josh Beam. In just a little bit when we have a
Haywood County comes to mind. That's a long ride.
Haywood County.
Yep, sporting a team this year.
Oh, my goodness. I don't even know where that's at.
That's the last one before you get to Tennessee.
Uh-oh, Tennessee. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes on Beam. Well, I can tell you.
It'll be a short ride for Asheville.
I almost went to Tennessee one time to do I think it was I don't know if it's a high school game. I think
it
kind of got lost and wound up nearly in Tennessee. Here's a fly ball deep to right center, and it's over their center fielder and right fielder's heads.
Yes, it is.
Beam pouring it on. He's going to get an RBI triple here as Dellinger will score, and Beam all the way to third, almost an in the park home run there, just a little bit more.
You don't see that very often, especially in this park. But he did not like much having an inside the park home run. Kind of a little bit of confusion looked like between Milton out there in the outfield between Palencia, the center fielder, and then the right fielder Overton.
Yeah,
didn't look like communicated the greatest, and the center fielder gave it all he had but couldn't get to it.
And here's Tyler Shoemaker, designated hitter for Alec Johnson, and Shoemaker is hit by the pitch. So Cherryville getting something going here. It's 4-1 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard after the RBI triple by Beam. Scores Dellinger, and now Shoemaker hit by a pitch. And that'll bring up Cameron High. Cameron High, good hitter. Batting cleanup tonight. Think about Cameron a lot as a pitcher, but he can hit the ball pretty well. I think he batted cleanup for West Lincoln most of the year, didn't he?
Yep, sure did.
Batting cleanup tonight. So on the corners and nobody out for Cherryville. Cherryville actually in a little better shape than Gaffney was. They did their scoring with 2 out. Here's a ground ball, slow roller to third.
Could be 2.
It's 5-4 on the put out. Beam will score, and High will be safe on the fielder's choice.
Gets an RBI for the ground out since the double play was not completed. But as you said, Shoemaker is forced out down at second.
So 5-4 to put out. Shoemaker scoring his Beam, and suddenly it's a 4-2 ball game. As you said, David Keever, what was it you said?
It's early.
It's early. And that is very true in baseball. You can have a great big first inning.
Especially Legion baseball.
And, yes, and still lose a ball game. There's strike 1 on Dalton Towery. Towery, right-handed hitter with runner at first and 1 down. And that's outside. 1-1 on Towery. Batter on deck is Brandon Alexander. And the throw to first.
I think this is big, for, even if it don't get any more runs, Milton, just to come in and answer, get a couple runs, get back in it, and it's also probably going to give Johnson a little vote of confidence too as he goes back out there. He won't be down 4 runs when he goes to the mound.
And here's a foul ball. Over towards the Cherryville dugout. A couple of more sponsors I didn't get to a moment ago. Billy Rowland State Farm Insurance and Red Rabbit 27. The Red Rabbit 27 shops, specialty shops on Highway 27 east of Lincoln, and sponsors of Post 100 baseball. And this is fouled off. Still a ball and 2 strikes on Dalton Towery.
If you're out and about, beautiful night, Milton. I think it was 82 at game time. First pitch was 82 degrees. Going to get cooler as the night goes, and not hardly a cloud in the sky.
And here's one right up the middle by Towery, base hit. And everybody's safe. Runners first and second. Yeah, the evenings this time of year, I mean, I love fall of the year myself, but this time of the year, the evenings are just
pretty
wonderful.
Nice too, huh?
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
Especially until the humidity builds up.
Yeah.
So far, we've not had that too bad.
No, not too bad. Here we have a meeting on the mound for Gaffney Post 109 as they see that 4-run top of the first suddenly becomes a 4-2 ball game in the bottom of the first. Cherryville has runners first and second with only 1 out. While we got a timeout here with the coach out on the mound, let's look at our Cherryville Post 100 broadcast schedule on WCSL, and a lot of these games will be simulcast with WLON as we are tonight, and some games will not be, as in Sunday night. You'll be doing the Lincoln County Cardinals game, but our This is our broadcast schedule right here. Gaffney at Cherryville tonight. Sunday night, Mooresville at Cherryville. That'll be WCSL only. And then later on the 6th, we have Burke County at Cherryville. 13th, Gastonia at Cherryville. The 14th, Cherryville at Caldwell County. I'll look at the rest of those in just a moment as the meeting on the mound is over. And the batter is Brandon Alexander out of Burns. And the count is 0-1 as that foul ball. Brought to you by John Brown Allstate Insurance. And David, on my desk is the complete broadcast schedule for all 3 stations. That's doing me a lot of good back there. I didn't bring my desk. I don't think so. Is my desk in here, anybody? 0-2. That's pretty good, David. 0-2, the count. And there's a curveball.
Well, I heard a joke a long time ago. This guy went to the Super Bowl when he got there, and he said, I wish I would have brought our TV. And his wife said, why? He said, because our tickets are on it.
Oh, gosh. That last pitch was close, but no call by the umpire, and it's 1-2, and that pitch outside 2-2. 2-2 on Brandon Alexander. Some close pitches taken by the big man Brandon Alexander. Runners first and second for Cherryville, 1 out, and Cherryville down 4-2. Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. That pitch inside. Brandon prepared to take one for the team right there as he just stood his ground and let that one almost hit him inside. But 3-2 the count now from Tyler Parker. Right-hander for Gaffney, and the pitch popped up. Let's see. Could be trouble. Second baseman, right fielder. Second baseman out of nowhere.
Wow.
Snared that one.
Didn't look too sure about it the whole time, Milton. I thought at first if the right fielder don't get there, the second baseman's not going to get it. But he reaches up, kind of lunged at it at the last second and did make the catch.
Jimmy Yelton. So now 2 down, and Cherryville batter is Brett Huff, 7th batter in the order and in the inning for Cherryville, the shortstop. Right-handed hitter out of West Lincoln High School.
Milton won Area 4 Western Division score to pass along. They go to the 3rd inning. Hickory leads Burke County 1-0.
And there's a strike on Huff. Okay, thank you, David. That score on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. 0-1 on Huff. And the pitch. Bouncer at shortstop. He'll take the short route. 6-4 put out. We'll get Towery, and that'll do it for Cherryville. But Cherryville gets a couple of those runs back as the Post 100 squad gets 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on. All right, we go to the 2nd inning on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. It's 4-2. Gaffney, you're listening to American Legion Baseball right here on WCSL, WLON, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Discover something for everyone at the Red Rabbit 27 shops in Lincoln. For women, you'll find handbags, sunglasses, garden decor, and more. For men, there's outdoor furniture, garden tools, saddles, boots, and chaps. For kids, check out the selection of children's clothes, doll clothes, and baby blankets too. Everyone will love the birdhouses, artwork, pottery, plants, wicker furniture, antique furniture, and jewelry too. Located on Highway 27 east of Lincoln, Red Rabbit 27 open Monday through Saturday. Call 704-240-4448.
Bruce isn't sure why he's out here, but this happens every time Aunt Betty and her allergies come to town, doesn't it, Bruce? But now, Train can help downtrodden animals like Bruce. A Train Clean Effect system removes up to 99.98% of the allergens from all the air that it heats or cools, so your owners will never choose Aunt Betty over you again. Let's go find your family a Train dealer.
Your Train Comfort Specialist is Roland Black Heated and Cooling. Call 704-865-1375. Roland Black Heated and Cooling.
It's hard to stop a train.
Trailers for everything, and we mean it, at TRT Trailer Sales in Lincoln, 3302 Gastonia Highway. Trailers for hauling livestock, motorcycles, and cars. You'll find dump trailers, utility, and landscaping trailers. You'll find racing trailers with finished interiors, plus the tag-along and gooseneck trailers, insulated trailers with tack compartments, and 110